Welcome back, guys. This is Destiny Love TV, and this is Destiny Love. Listen, it is so late. It is like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I decided that I wanted to stop and speak to my channel because so many of you reached out to me after my last podcast when we spoke about being hurt. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. You have empowered yourself just by admitting that you need help and that you are struggling with something. Bravo to you. I'm really grateful that you have trusted me enough to share those things, and I'm going to help you through them. And I want to make the announcement again. For those of you who need life coaching right now because you've suffered some type of abuse or you're going through some type of trauma. Last time we spoke about sexual trauma. Then I'm offering my services to my channel until the end of the year free of charge. You already know my email is in the description box. And for those of you who are not real clear who I am and what I do, there's a short synopsis on my website. That's in the description box too. So, let's get started. When we spoke about love languages, I told you I would tell you next time what my love languages are, but I didn't mention it in the last podcast because it just was too serious to get into that, but I want to tell you now. I actually have 3, but my first one is acts of service. I love to serve people. Excuse me, I love helping people, but it's just innate. Most of you guys know I love to cook too, right? When you have 3 sons, baby, you have to cook. But I cooked this past Thanksgiving for my family. I did all the cooking. Now my sister, she can fry some chicken, you hear me? Like nobody ever has before. I don't care where you go, you're not going to get no chicken like hers. But anyway, I know that doesn't sound like Thanksgiving, but I did the regular spread. And I requested her fried chicken. And then for appetizers, I did fried fish. Oh my God, it was so amazing. And of course, we just had the regular Thanksgiving feast, the one that we do here in the U.S. Turkey and dressing. Some of you guys call it stuffing. Greens, string beans, and potatoes. Well, one of my sons brought that. And then I had a son, do a ham on the grill along with ribs as well that were just so meaty and tender. It was amazing. But I cooked everything else and did the baking and all of that. And it was quite a few of us. But I made it a little bit more intimate this time because I have a large family. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. And for those of you who were alone, I hope that you loved on yourself like we've been talking about. And whatever you did, I hope you had a time of Thanksgiving because that's what it's about. So we should just be happy that we're breathing. Am I right about it? And well and in our right minds. So, okay, that's my first one. And then, physical touch and quality time. I love, love, love to hug. I'm a hugger. Destiny Love hugs. Okay. And, just touchy-feely type of person. And when it comes down to quality time, it is important to me that I spend time with the ones that I love. And I reach out to them. I like to do little small things to make them smile, or I'll send them something funny to make them laugh. And everybody that's in my orbit, meaning who are able to reach me on a personal level, they always do when they're in trouble or they need a listening ear or when they know I'm going to tell them the truth. As you guys know, I have been talking to you now for a few years and I'm pretty straightforward. I know I have a soft heart towards those that I love, and I love you guys so much, and that's why I give like I do. The little bit of financing that we do here with my channel is not a lot, but little becomes much when you place it in God's hands. And I have found that when Destiny Love TV gives to people abroad, the dollar stretches more in their country. So that means that we're giving even more, even though it may not be a lot to us. But just letting you know that you're loved and appreciated and respected, and also letting you know when you're wrong, and making you laugh a little. We haven't done a lot of laughing recently, but we're going to before the end of the year. So I just wanted to share that bit about me. And now we're going to move on and speak about how we can start to heal from the hurt. I wanted to lighten it up a little bit and tell you more about me. So come on, let's move on and get to work. Just a few more minutes, and I want to give you a quick assignment. It's easy. Here we go. First of all, let me start off by saying, those of you who have reached out to me for life coaching, I am going to be in contact with you to give you some times and dates that I'm available so that we can get started. So look for that from me, okay? So here's the assignment. Last time we spoke about the sexual deviation in our lives that caused us pain, that caused us to need to heal the inner child, right? We need to be able to embrace those fears, apprehensions, insecurities, and immaturities in ourselves in order for us to get past where we're stuck. So here's where we're going to start. I want you to write a letter or create some type of voice message to the person who hurt you. If it was a year ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, even if they've passed away, I want you to write a letter. And I want you to say every single thing that you would say to that person if you could. How they hurt you, how they disappointed you, how they angered you. If you have profane language that you are feeling in your heart, I want you to write it out. Don't hold anything back. This is going to be for your eyes only, except for those who are willing to actually send it to their perpetrator, to their person who caused them not only the pain, but that changed your life. And I know how do you talk to somebody when they're dead? You trust me. This exercise is like a laxative for your soul. I write about this in my book. I told you that I would bring it to my channel, how I coach during inner healing sessions. I can't necessarily do over the airwaves, but I am going to give you some pointers on how you can get started. So that's what I want you to do. It can be long or short. A paragraph, which I think you may need more than that, but some of you may not. 5 pages, 1, if you speak into a voice system of some sort so that you can hear yourself back afterwards, telling that person off or saying to them how much they hurt you, and now you are going to be empowered because you got that out of your system. That little kid in you who could not speak now has a voice, and we're going to allow them to speak. For those of you who've had a perpetrator or an abuser who died, you don't know where they are, or you never met them, except for during your abuse. We are going to mail our letters to the nearest cemetery. Sounds crazy and strange, I know, but I've helped hundreds of people with this very simple exercise. I want you to speak on the behalf of that little one that's in you. If you did not see or should I say see and hear the previous podcast, because I showed some visuals, please go back and check it out. If you've already seen it, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You need to be able to embrace the little one within you. You as an adult have the voice now. It's time for you to speak and get your power back. Take back your thoughts. Take back your life. Somebody shared with me that they're still being abused. You already know I'm on it because I am a woman who believes in prayer. It changes things. We'll talk about that more at another time. Some of you chant and do various other things, like you have a rosary and other symbols of your religion, or should I say your spirituality. We're going to get into that too. But right now, I want you to know, sweetie pie, because I know you're listening, I'm praying for you. And all those who were not necessarily yet ready to share their experiences, I'm praying for you too. Because we are going higher. Before this year ends, my sisters and my brothers, we're going to be able to look back over this year and see that we made some steps forward. Listen, you could have taken 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, but you're still a step ahead. And I'm going to help you continue to move forward. You can do this. Listen to me. You can do this. It's scary. It may make you cry when you go back over it. But just remember to continue to comfort that little one in you. That's who's holding that fear and the shame and the guilt. We're going to get rid of that. I want you then to begin to speak life over yourself. And this is the last thing. I want you to write it over and over like we had to do standards in school. I know that's weird. Maybe I'm dating myself, but that's when you had to stay after school for detention and whatever it is that you had to do, maybe if you were being naughty, right? I want you to write out a mantra. So you may say something like, I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am strong. I'm scared, but I'm going to do it afraid. Look in the mirror and remember to tell yourself daily, I love you. You're talking to yourself. I love you. Every day, brushing your teeth, washing your face, whatever you do, sitting on the toilet, in the shower. Come on now, we all do all that. Speak to yourself and say it out loud. I would love for you to look in the mirror and say, I love you every single day. And believe it or not, what you speak will come back to you and you'll begin to treat yourself and walk in those things that are coming out of your mouth. You're going to treat yourself the way that you are speaking to yourself. Then you'll begin to treat others the way you're treating yourself, right? And next thing you know, you're going to be drawing something different, which is what we are looking for. A new life, a better life, a different path, getting unstuck so we can walk in our destinies, our purposes for being on this earth, to be joyful and happy, and then pulling somebody else through to help them too. So that's your assignment. And I would love to hear some comments in the comment section. Thank you for doing that. You've been doing that. You've been emailing me. I think some of you have been talking to each other. There goes that thing again. I forgot to turn off, but look, I mean, it's after 2:00 in the morning. So give a sister a little grace. Anyway, once again, I'm so proud of you guys. And as I lay here in my bed talking to you, okay, wee hours in the morning, that must mean you are important to me. This is Destiny Love TV, and this is Destiny Love. We love you over here. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. And you know I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'll see you soon, babies. Bye-bye.